Are you ready to live boldly, full out, and on your terms? It's time to wake up, overcome your fears, and embrace uncertainty. Access your power and claim your dreams. It's time for Tuck Talk with Tuck Self, the Rebel Belle. Join us now for inspiring conversation and bold self-expression. Now here is your host, the Rebelicious Tuck Self.
Hi, you all. I am back with another Tuck Talk, and specifically a segment on my favorite words. My favorite words. I'd love to say that I made this one up, but I did not. The word is called, you all, plurking. I'll say more in a moment. However, I'm going to begin this podcast with a quote by the illustrious Richard Rudd that says, and I quote, "What if the purpose of your life was to be radiant for no other reason than for being alive?" Isn't that fabulous? What is the purpose of your life? What if it was to be radiant for no other reason than being alive? Which takes me to my new word that I discovered, y'all. I'm excited to share. It's called plurking, Plurking, exclamation point, right? So what is plurking, you all? Plurking is the act of playing while you work. Now, I wish I could take credit for its creation. However, props go to Terry Belf and Charlotte Ward for birthing this fabulous concept. You know, I have been trying it on consciously this year, and I am absolutely loving it. Okay, so let's get back to plurking. The act of playing while you work. Plurking is doing what you love and loving what you do. It is investing your time and your talents and your energies in doing what makes your heart sing. It is that thing, you all, that when you do it, you friggin' lose all track of time. And there are moments where you feel as if you have been touched by the face of God. Have you ever watched children at play? I mean, seriously, children on the playground, watch them. They are focused, they're present, and they are intentional. They are serious about how they play, and they're masters at this thing called plurking. And you know what? I used to be good at plurking too when I was little. And here's what happened. You know, from a very early age, I was encouraged to minimize my childlike innocence and the awe and the wonder. I was encouraged to doubt myself and my expression and to squash my dreams. I was conditioned away from playing for the sheer enjoyment of expressing myself into doing things the right way, the appropriate way, and the adult way. You know what? Basically, my mission was to survive. I was encouraged as I grew up to find a career, to find a profession that was commercially viable, one that allowed me to survive, to achieve acceptance, and even the external trappings of life, or you all, to marry a man who had these qualities. I at least had a choice, and you know what? I did both. I married a man who had those qualities, and I found work. I found a career. And yet, I always knew something was off. Something didn't feel, in quotes, right. It didn't feel aligned. It didn't feel authentic. You know, fast forward through much work and through many, many, many breakthroughs, many that I will share and have shared in these podcasts. Here at the ripe age of 67, you all, I am free at last, free at last. I say, by the grace of God, I am free at last. You know, through that grace and a few transformative experiences, I have been plurking, I've discovered, now for years. And it's working for me. Or better yet, I ought to say, it's plurking for me, right? It's plurking for me. So here's a little Rebel Belle truth about plurking, you all. Plurking takes courage. Plurking requires that you take risks with your life. Plucking requires a willingness to be uncomfortable. Y'all, we didn't come here to be comfortable. It requires that you feel the fear and you do it anyway. Plurking invites you to trust that when you take that leap of faith off of that cliff, you all, that you're beautiful, that you're powerful, and you're playful, plurking wings are going to appear. So do you trust me? I was going to say, take it from me. You know what? Plurk it for yourself. Plurk it for yourself. Now here's a little plurking exercise. Find a purpose. That would be your P. Find a purpose. P for purpose. One that you love. That's your L. One that inspires you, letter U, with oomph to your life. And plurk in a way that R reminds you of who you are and what you, K, know is true about yourself. Can you tell what I'm spelling here, y'all? And plurk it in a way that inspires never-ending growth and gratitude. So let me say that again. Find a purpose. P, find a purpose. L, one that you love. U, one that inspires you and brings oomph to your life. R, plurk in a way that reminds you of who you are. And K, what you know to be true about yourself. And plurk it in a way that ING inspires never-ending growth and gratitude. Right? Give it a go, you all. Plurk it for yourself. You may actually find that you are radiant for no other reason than being alive. You know, as the illustrious, again, Richard Rudd also said, our future will be created by adults who can see through the eyes of children. Let me say that one again. Our future will be created by adults who can see through the eyes of children. So you guys, if you're seeking happiness, greater awareness, purpose, fulfillment, and a vision for your life, I'd love to plurk with you. Email me at tuckattherebelbell, or better yet, give me a call, 803-665-0847. I'm off to do a little plurking. I want to thank you so much for listening today. And as always, given anything has resonated with you, we invite you to share us with your friends, and most definitely come back and join us next week.